There we go. Good morning. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is our pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Happy Wednesday to you all. It's hump day, okay? When I say I am feeling so good today, God is he's so good. He's just so good to me. And I hope that you all are feeling good as well. Now, listen, yesterday we had a few guests on the show, but really quickly, I just want to go ahead and rerun one of the interviews that we had yesterday. It just made me smile. It just made me happy. I love women supporting women. You know, I know Women's History Month was last month, but that just did something to the soul, okay? So we had Birth to Bounce Back. It's an event hosted at the Orion happening this Saturday, and it's free, just saying. And check out this interview to learn more about the event.
I'm out there feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, just unsure where to turn right. You are not alone. Birth to Bounce Back is an event happening this Saturday, and it was created for you to remind you that support is out there, healing is possible, and of course you do not have to walk this journey by yourself. And today we have Dr. Rose and Jasmine to tell us all about it. Ladies, this is a very important conversation, and I am so grateful to have you here on the show. Jasmine, I want to start with you because, again, postpartum, this is something that I think we're talking about more and more in recent years, right? We've always known it's been around, but it's getting the attention that it does deserve. For those who have not experienced that season before, tell us kind of what is happening to the body here, and again, some main points to keep in mind during this time.
Oh yeah, well, you know, your body is going through this major hormone shift.
Yeah.
You've got this plate-sized wound that's in your stomach, regardless of how your baby arrived. And just mentally, your brain is completely rewired. So you no longer feel like the person you were pre-baby. So it's a major change.
Yeah.
That's like a summary of what I can say postpartum feels like.
Again, something for everyone to be aware of. I know that there are signs to kind of look for and to watch those mamas because their bodies have just been through a lot. And something that you're really passionate too about, Dr. Rose, I want to bring you in here. You say pelvic health is really important. What does that look like, and how can we best support that again for these new mamas?
Yeah, I mean, starting from even before you get pregnant, thinking about the things that go on, the support that you need in the middle of your body. And then of course you have this human that's growing inside you and the weight that puts on your bones and joints. And so then afterwards, once we have this baby, how do we get back to that movement and the things that we were doing before that we really enjoy?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we know that you have an event to help us learn all about that. Tell me about Birth to Bounce Back. This is phenomenal what you've created.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Birth to Bounce Back, that is a passion project for both of us. Both of us having very small children. We realized there was just a lack of support, a lack of education, and a lack of resources when it comes to how we can recover, how we can even prepare for birth. So what we've done is we've brought together an expert panel in mental, physical, social health, and even pelvic health, just to help us start this conversation on how we can do pre and postpartum better for our mamas.
Again, so grateful for it. I love that you mentioned both pre and postpartum. And again, I think just as you said, being aware, right? I mean, this is something that can be very serious. I mean, we've heard a number of stories of things that women have experienced, and we just realized, like, hey, they were not themselves. This is a true bodily response. And so we're so grateful again to know that there are resources to help. One thing I do love too, let's talk about the dad cave, because again, we've talked about, again, community and support. How can fathers kind of best be active in this sport and kind of be along in the pre and postpartum journey?
Yeah, like when we're talking about that support that mamas need, they need that dad, they need that father figure that's there. And so giving them the support. A lot of maternal events have things for the mom and maybe baby, but the dads are kind of like, what do I do? This is the first time I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So we have a lovely private space for them at B2B where they're gonna learn all the things about fatherhood, have a real private conversation, and just dive into it without any other audience.
Again, so grateful for it because, as we've said, community is so important. With that too, ladies, kind of as we wrap, any kind of just signs to be on the lookout for, or just kind of final words of encouragement, again, either from a community perspective, how we can support, or for that mama watching who is overwhelmed, whether she's expecting or is maybe just giving birth and not feeling like herself. Any kind of really important tips as we kind of wrap here?
If you're not feeling like yourself, that's the #1 sign. Like if you just don't feel okay, talk to somebody. Even if it's not your partner, talk to your doctor, your primary healthcare provider. Speak to someone that's going to point you in the direction of the help that's available.
Wonderful. And Rose, any final word from you?
You're not alone.
Yeah.
There's so many of us who go through it in so many different stages. You're not alone. So find another mama you can share with, and I guarantee it will get better.
Absolutely. So it will get better. And I love that you ended with that because I think so many people think I'm in this season for life, and it truly is a season. season. Your body is experiencing things, so please give yourself grace. And again, be part of wonderful events like this. We'll wrap again one more time. Tell us, Rose, when and where this is going to be, detailed information, everything people need to know to come on out and have a great time.
This Saturday, April 12th from 2 to 5 p.m. We have all the things you're going to need. Bring the whole family.
Awesome. You see those details there on your screen. Ladies, thank you for what you're doing. It's such an important conversation, and I trust this won't be our last, so we look forward to having you back. Thank you so much.
Again, just wonderful, wonderful interview. And if you need any more information, I showed you the website yesterday on the Orion. Again, event is free. You can look at what the outlook or the breakdown of what Saturday is going to look like. I believe it is just vendors for the first couple of hours, then a panel, and then something else. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. But again, on the Orion website, literally just go Google search Birth to Bounce Back, and then you'll be able to see it there. So shout out to them. We were so glad to have them on the show yesterday. And yes, so after the break, we're talking who's coming on the show today, plus a behind the scenes look at Phase 3 out in Jones Valley. All right, well, today on TVL, Disney on Ice, coming to the VBC tomorrow through Sunday. And today on the show, one of the skaters is going to be here live in studio to talk more about this year's show. I was looking at the little press release. They're talking Frozen and Encanto, and I've got to say, these are probably two of my favorite Disney movies recently. I'm not going to say my those aren't like my favorite ones. Finding Nemo, that's forever going to be the best Disney movie in my opinion. But also, of course, they're still going to have those OG Disney characters like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, the entire crew. So definitely make plans to watch the show, of course, at 11. And then make plans to get tickets for this year's Disney on Ice show. They've got tons of fun. And I just remember being a kid and looking forward to Disney on Ice every year and just coming back to school and be like, did y'all go to the show? And we had our little cups and the little light with the Mickey ears and it just slung around, child. It was fun. It was a good time. So I'm excited about that. Also, it is that time of year again to celebrate the Battle of the Buffalo. And you know me, I love a website tour. So let me pull up their website really quickly. Hold please. Hold please, hold please. Okay, there we go. So let me go to the Battle of the Buffalo. This is their 16th round, as you can see here on your screen. And since 2009, the event has been held every year in memory of Paul Fish Salmon. Paul was diagnosed with leukemia in 2006 and underwent treatment at the Clearview Cancer Institute. He was a brother of the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity and a senior at the University of Alabama in Huntsville when he passed away in 2007. So, in 2009, the men of Alpha Tau Omega hosted their first festival centered around the buffalo wings, which happens to be Paul's favorite snack. And so far, the event has raised over $400,000 for the Russell Hill Cancer Foundation and the Hudson Alpha Foundation, and continues to support local cancer patients as well. So super, super cool initiative. And so today we're going to hear from Mark Porter, who is the director of the Battle of the Buffalo, and Blake Mathis, who is the owner of Johnny Grills. They're coming on to the TVL kitchen set to cook up some wings and talk about this year's event. I say all that to say, here's the website. And if you're interested, it is this weekend. Let me tell you, there's so many fun things happening on Saturday here in Huntsville. You can go to Disney on Ice in the morning, okay? Then you can stop by, literally walk across the street, go to the Battle of the Buffalo event, get some chicken wings, and here's your ticket. If you need help getting some tickets, literally you type in Battle of the Buffalo, you click the ticket button. They're $25 this Saturday, again from 12 to 5. So even if you don't want to show up right at 12, maybe you just want to like a little early dinner at 5 or maybe 4:30. You can stop by and do that. I mean, it's been a hit for years. So we are excited to talk to Blake and Mark about this year's event. And last but not least, we're going to end the show with a fun game of Finish the Lyric hosted by yours truly. Okay, we're going to have contestants Peyton, of course, the host of the show, and Lachey B with 103.1 We Up. She's been on the show plenty of times. She's our music guru, if you would. So like I said, we're just going to play a fun game of Finish the Lyric. Just a fun way to end the show. Round it off, if you would. Also, let me say this. We are running a new package today from Beignets and Brews. And if you haven't heard of them, they are a new beignet shop out in Madison, Alabama. Guys, okay, I literally went last night because this is the first like cafe coffee shop that I've ever seen open until 10 p.m. That alone made me go, I'm intrigued. And I'm not even a coffee person, but their menu, if I drank coffee, I would be there every day. That's a dangerous place. And they have a drive-through. It's so cute. But if you go, and of course, you're going to watch the show today and you're going to see the beignets and brews. And if for whatever reason you don't watch the show today, I will rerun it tomorrow. However, if you go, you have to get the beignet, okay? Get the buttercream sauce. Get the blueberry sauce. Mix them together. That's just my recommendation. That buttercream sauce is so good. And when I first went there, I was thinking like, okay, buttercream, like buttercream frosting. No. It almost reminds me of sweetened condensed milk. And then the blueberry sauce, when you hear blueberry sauce, I feel like you're thinking it comes from a can. No. They've taken their sweet time, honey. They have pressed this down, and it tastes homemade, and it does not taste super sweet. And, of course, the beignets themselves are amazing. So, listen, you know me. I love food. I can go on and on about how amazing that is, but we'll save that for the show, okay? Speaking of new packages, though, yesterday we ran a new package from Phase 3 out in Jones Valley. So I'm going to play that for you really quickly.
The biggest thing that I think we offer that sets us apart, besides the cleanliness of our gym, is the fact that we want to make sure it's an elegant, a high-quality health club at an affordable price. So you get the amenities of a very expensive gym for just the cost of, $24.99 a month. We have all kinds of equipment, whether it's for building muscle or it's for cardio. So we have over 100 pieces of equipment when it comes to our cardio, with ellipticals, treadmills. We have bikes, recumbent bikes. We have a cinema club, so you can watch a movie, and we have a schedule for each day of the week. We have outdoor workout areas in case people want to enjoy the sun or refreshing air, hot yoga studios.
We have cryotherapy, and then we have hydromassage beds with tanning beds as well. We do offer 2 membership types. There's a basic package and then a platinum package.
So the basic, you get access to pretty much everything that you see on the main floor here. You get access to all the group fitness classes. You get access to the sauna, the pool. You get access to all of that with just the basic membership. But for $10 more, you also get access to our relax and recovery studio, which has our tanning beds, our cryo lounges, and our hydro massage beds, as well as what we call an in-body 570. And that allows for our monthly body composition testing to see how much body fat we have, skeletal muscle mass, and then from there we can tell you exactly what to eat, how much to eat, and based on their particular goals and based on their internal health and where they need to go. We're all very friendly staff, and every time somebody enters, we always want to welcome them. We always want to make sure that they feel welcome. We mention their name. We ask them if they need any help. We'll be glad to give anybody tours if they're new here and they're not sure what to do or if they are intimidated. We have 16 personal trainers on staff, so we always are encouraging our trainers to be able to come alongside the people and show them how to use the proper equipment, take them through the best journey for them, for their goals, so that they can succeed and they can gain the confidence they need to with their own health journey.
That movie room, that's a game changer right there. Do you know how much, we sit here and we just scroll and we scroll and we scroll. I started going back to the gym and typically before I get into the back to the gym part, at the gym I'm always watching a video just so that I can keep my mind off of my legs on the treadmill or something. And this is literally, I'm only watching videos when I'm on the treadmill, but just to have something to watch and to make the time go by faster. So you're telling me phase 3 out in Jones Valley has an entire movie room with treadmills? That's so cool. Can you imagine Finding Nemo on the screen and you're just going? I love that. That's just so cool, and it looks great. They have like the little outdoor section as well. Like I just said a couple minutes ago, I started working back out again. Here's the thing, I'm just being transparent here. I have a problem when it comes to consistency in the gym. I do. I get started, I go, and then once I stop once, I'm done. However, I told myself this Q2 of the year, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better for myself. And I'm thinking, because right now I'm at Planet Fitness, I'm thinking if I can be consistent enough at Planet Fitness, why not upgrade? And instead of getting the black card at Planet Fitness, I paid the same amount and go to phase 3 for better amenities. Yeah, no. I need to think this through. This seems like a good plan, but again, phase 3 out in Jones Valley. They also have a location in Madison too, in case you did not know. Okay, that's going to do it for today's episode of Talking TV Yale. Make sure you stick around because at 10:30 a.m. you're going to hear from one of our meteorologists just to give you a little update on what that weather's looking like outside, honey, just to see what is going on. And if you did not know, they go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. and then they go live at 9:30 p.m. as well. And on the weekend, you've got an 8:15 a.m. live stream as well as a 4:30 p.m. live stream. So you've got plenty of opportunities to talk to the meteorologists in the comments, Facebook, YouTube, ask your questions, and they might answer for you. So super cool opportunity, again, happening at 10:30. So make sure you stick around for that. Okay, that does it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.